against a Fayette, which is kind of an interesting thing to me here, as we have the dual ditto on the orb. But Marker has been doing amazing things on that side today. We're going to see how Ahmet is going to be able to deal with it now that Marker may be a little more warmed up.
Okay, Ahmet trying to go for the offstage. Marker going to make sure that he regrets that decision there. Ahmet still does get the wall touch as well as a recovery and an air afterwards, so still finding damage on the scrap back onto the stage.
That was almost scary business there, but Ahmet cannot put his feet on the stage. Marker is there in his face every step of the way. The Sarah going to send him out. Ahmet has got to find an opportunity to be able to fight back here. Marker finally giving him a little room to breathe, but just to catch a sidelight. Ahmet going to get the recovery out, come back up on stage, and there's the ground pound, and there's the stock. Ahmet getting the reversal, getting the stock, and getting the early advantage.
There's something about just going out there and then hitting the heavy button, just ground pounding right on top of them that will catch so many people off guard, and that's what worked there for Ahmet. Marker going to try to even things up here. Might want to swap weapons. Scythe not exactly the easiest to KO with.
Definitely not, and he's definitely going to be looking for knockout options here as early as he can. Ahmet, though, recognizes it, starves the weapon, back on orb, and that's going to give him an opportunity. There we go. That was following up with a nair into recovery and swapping over to the gauntlets. Another recovery is going to go ahead and get rid of the stock, and Ahmet is running away with game number 1.
He's looking good on both weapons. There's no like warm-up time here for Ahmet. He's finding his orb strings. He's also finding his gauntlet strings.
Ooh, going up in the air with the recovery. Marker recognizing it, nair, trying to follow it up with recovery, couldn't find it, but he's going to find a dare into nair off the side of the stage. And game number 1 going to Ahmet in a 3-0 fashion. Give him the 3 stock, give him the momentum, because he is going to try and carry that into game number 2. 327 damage was all it took to get the job done. A Marker coming out with the 198. Very interesting. Gauntlets, 43% equipped 43% of the time. Orb, 43% of the time. He perfectly balanced his weapons out over the course of that game, and very even damage as well. 172 on Gaunts, 155 on Orb. Ahmet embracing his entire kit.
Yeah, playing incredibly well there. Even got Marker with kind of that meta read of just like hitting the down air and then falling with that neutral air. I think Marker just had a little bit too much mental stack in that position, because that had to have been a panic dodge up.
I mean, how could it not have been? Okay, Ahmet, though, sharking down at the bottom, but ends up going way high over Marker. Marker going to catch the dare, no follow-up. The nair is going to whiff as well. Trying to find an opening. Ahmet staying under that nair and catching a little damage, letting the neutral sig fly. But Marker, all he could get was a Sair off the punish.
All right, nice little jump side air. Marker finding some good damage here. Has Ahmet in the red. Might start thinking about swapping weapons. Hits the down air. Going to just continue this edge guard. It's a neutral sig, and Marker going to get the first stock.
All right, very, very relieved to see Marker coming out in much better form here in game number 2. Looking much better here in this opening stock and continuing to put the pressure on Ahmet. He whipped on the recovery, which could have been really bad for this Petra.
Oh, okay, Ahmet manages to dodge away. Not going to eat that recovery, but battle the recoveries here.
Oh, catch a sidelight Sair. Not going to be enough, but does send him off the stage. Everybody's still in orange now. Ooh, the movement in neutral between these two right now, you can tell that they know how evenly matched they are against each other. Giving each other mad respect. Slightly charged neutral sig there. Neutral sig is going to go ahead and spell the end of that stock for Marker. Ahmet getting pushed into orange here, though. Marker still holding on to his advantage. Sair, looking for another one. The ground pound coming out. No, he lets Ahmet go ahead and get his fist into the side of the stage. Throwing down the signature, can't find anything except a big punish with Ahmet coming back up on the stage.
Oh, nice. The dash away on the side of Marker. Ahmet caught 2 dodges out of Marker, so that was a great opportunity, but Marker still managed to find a way out. Sweat beating, that could be the stock. Ahmet with the side airs, gets it with the gravity cancel, but Marker is in position.
He was in perfect position. Ahmet, though, recognizing his options, tried to get back over. Marker obviously shutting it down. Scythe back in hand. Ahmet, though, had the gauntlets primed. Nair into dare.
There's the dodge. Ahmet not able to catch it. Throwing out the side signature. Marker not quite in KO % just yet, and Ahmet trying to add more with these gauntlets.
Marker's doing a great job of holding on to his advantage state. Ooh, Nair's gonna send it back down. Ahmet try to extend it out, could only get the two-piece. Ooh, had the dodge in the back pocket. Caught Marker a little off guard there.
Yeah, just a great reaction on the side of Ahmet to spot dodge that down air on the side of Marker. Neutral light, gonna send him flying, but he needs to get this KO.
He needs it quick, because he's still, I mean, slowly but surely, Marker is putting damage against him. And I say slowly, but that was a good string right there. Ahmet still not enough to get this knockout on Marker. He needs to make sure he does not come back up on the stage. But Marker gonna hit him with the Sair. With the Nair.
Oof. Just the weapon toss, try to get him with the downlight. Different pair of gauntlets here. Maybe this one has a better recovery, but the side air. Ahmet starting to bleed out here on this game number 2. Still can't find the hit. Falling neutral air gonna put Marker off screen, but it's still not enough to KO. Great reaction, side air.
Ahmet was trying to find that knockout for like 27 minutes, but he finally was able to go ahead and get it. But he is so deep in red, especially going up against a Fayette. It will not take much. That Sair was almost enough. What's the edge guard gonna look like? Dare. Ooh, Ahmet staying out of the way of that one, but Marker just needs one more Sair. I do fear that will be it. That will be the game, and Marker is going to go ahead and tie this thing back up before we go into game number 3. 1-1.
Yeah, I really felt like Marker got the early lead and just tried to maintain that position and did so very successfully. Just kept that lead going every single time. It was Ahmet trying to scrap back into the game.
He definitely, once he got that lead, he definitely set back and used it. He's like, all right, I have this advantage, let me not waste it. And he was very methodical. He slowed things way down and set back and punished. And it worked out great for him. We saw in those replays, Ahmet just being a little over hasty, throwing moves out, giving Marker the opportunity to hit some easy punishes. It spelled a loss for him in game number 2. See what adjustments are made from Ahmet here in game number 3 as he's going pretty good on these gauntlets here to start us out. Went way low. I thought he was going to try and find a Nair and pull Marker back down to the depths.
Yeah, but he was also playing a little risky there. Saw his color changes. He was running out of movement. I am looking at the stats, though. Also didn't play a lot of orb in that last one. 10% of the game, only put out 57 damage. I'm curious if that's purely like he wants to play gauntlets in this matchup, or if it's like he just didn't really have time to go orby.
We'll see. I mean, right now, there's that weapon drop right next to him, but he's got the gauntlets in his hands. Ooh, caught him with a D-Light. I thought Marker may be out of the hitbox. Neutral Sig is going to go ahead and clean up the stage. That will get finished off the stock, and Ahmet has turned things around here in game number 3, and he has the stock advantage.
Yeah, looks like he really wants to play that gauntlet matchup as well. You saw him throw away the orb, wants to stick with these gauntlets. Offstage opportunity, but a nice recovery from Ahmet, kind of stopping any pressure Marker was going to put out.
Hovering over on that edge guard. Met going out with the side air. Ooh, caught him with that neutral sig again. Great usage of the Petra signature kit. Marker's been caught off guard by a couple times here. Ooh, you see it. Ahmet's chasing again, but Marker can't find the punish, but Ahmet is definitely just throwing out those light attacks, trying to fish anything he can. A weird drop. It almost looked like that was going to connect, but Marker somehow escaping that down sig.
Okay, opens up with the weapon toss, gets in, unarmed neutral light, just finding some damage.
Okay, Ahmet's getting a little more methodical here. Nair's out, fishes for it, can't find it. There we go. Ground pound's gonna go ahead and connect. Slid that one in there. Oh. That's a good punish opportunity for Marker. He just couldn't quite find it.
What? Went for side light Nair there. There's decent damage on Ahmet. Okay, yeah, the side air would have KO'd, but Marker trying to go for that extension there. Let Ahmet find a little bit of damage in response. Got him with, I think, his own orb Nair.
All right, Marker, the stocks are all tied up. He's trying to get back the damage deficit, though. Ahmet sending him off stage. Recovery whiffs, but he catches the landing, catches the stock. And he's got a pretty decent lead here. He should be feeling pretty comfortable here. All he's got to do is just keep doing what he's been doing this game, rack up the damage, and then fish out that knockout. Marker's not been finding a whole lot. Went up with the recovery. Very slow game here. These guys both know what is on the line here in game number 3, trying to get that advantage state in the set. Ooh, the Marker Little burst of energy here, gonna throw Ahmet off. Can he catch him again? The Sayer does.
Still touched.
Oh, he was going down, looking for an option to pull him back down off stage. Could not find it. Ahmet gonna take the high road. He's gonna fish him out. There we go, recovery into Nair. Goes way back, tries to stay out of the way, but catches the weapon throw.
Whips the sidelight, Marker with a jump side air to punish.
A disarm could be very important here, but no, Ahmet getting back on the weapon.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Caught him. With that side air, Marker able to get that sidelight side air. Damage, definitely doable. Marker gonna hold on to the side.
Okay, no, that second Nair could have spelled disaster if it would have hit. But the sidelight Sayer, there's so much damage being put out off this orb right now. We're gonna swap over to Gauntlets. Just the raw neutral sig in the center stage. No Punisher marker off of it though, which is a little interesting. Oh! Down sig, will hit. Man.
Got him. I mean, that I call it the anime sig because it's an anime sig. He saw the movement of Marker, teleported behind him, and caught him with the down signature to get that KO. Fantastic play on the side of Ahmet to really just call out Marker's decision to disengage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And that gives him the 2-1 advantage thus far against Marker. We're not going to get any legend swaps. Gonna play that defense stance on the Fate, same before the Petra, and a Marker is officially on his tournament game here in Elimination Finals.
Well, Ahmet looking to repeat what happened on the upper side of the bracket, was able to beat out Marker in 3-2 on the winner's side. This time looking for that 3-1, just needs to win one more game, but Marker still playing strong.
So far, we're very close. Ahmet, though, getting some damage out here off the gauntlets. Ooh, thought he was going to keep the pressure going, but he decided to reverse it out with the recovery. Okay, the dare is going to connect. He gets tossed off stage with that active input.
No dodge. Oh, okay. Just a raw neutral signature. Ahmet, I think, has a really good read on how Marker wants to move around. Those neutral signatures generally are just calling out the movement of Marker, and then, of course, we saw the down sig to do the same.
Exactly. Great job threading those in for sure. Marker dodging it through the side air, but that big old recovery is going to go ahead and take that stock out of here. And Ahmet very healthy on his first stock, and 2 left on Marker is all that is between Ahmet and a rematch against Godly.
You know he wants it, but he's got to get through Marker. Marker not swinging for a whole 30 seconds, really just waiting there. Goes for the gravity cancel end sig, but Ahmet just above it, didn't fast fall too hard.
I mean, it's really what you have to do if you're Marker. You need to start getting every little advantage you can. You need to slow things down. You need to force Ahmet to be the first one to swing. You need to starve out the weapon when you can. You need to do these things to give yourself all the advantage you can, because this is your tournament game here. Ahmet with the side air. He went down with the ground pound, couldn't find it. Gets a side air in the dare. Marker stays out of the way. Oh my God.
Great plays from Ahmet. You saw Marker go wide. Ahmet with the gravity cancel downlight into the ground pound. And that is Ahmet sitting on 3 stocks to the 1 of Marker. Marker immediately comes out, gravity cancel down heavy. It's going to be the side sig to make sure the 3 stock doesn't happen.
Tough position for Marker. Very tough position indeed, but we're seeing him keep the offense going, pressuring Ahmet. And I think that's the answer, is you keep the offstage pressure.
Touched. Great disengage there from Ahmet. Slipped past, got the wall touch that he needed, and got back onto the main stage.
Dancing back gauntlets, and he's got to find something here. He has some damage that he has to get racked up here. And he's doing a really good job just getting, the 2 pieces in, the 3 pieces in, and disengaging, setting back, mitigating that the offense from a Marker. Ooh, weapon throw out. Ahmet reaching up with the recovery, coming back down the stage. The neutral dance between these 2 players right now. Sayer for Marker.
Ooh. Okay, good dodge, great reaction on Ahmet's side.
Okay, it looks like Marker should be able to go ahead and find this knockout and at least make the stock count even. Okay. That was close. Yeah. Staying just out of the way of that recovery. Ooh, no weapon to be found for Ahmet now. The break dance gets it done. Get out of here. the opportunity presented itself. He went ahead and let the breakdance fly, showing everybody his moves, and that's going to go ahead and confirm the game. And I hate to say I called it earlier, but we are going to get that Ahmet and a Godly rematch.
Yep. Ahmet versus Godly. We got our rank 1 PR versus our rank 1 ladder, as Ahmet has been playing on the EU ladder, and